Welcome to the Gaze into Cinema YouTube channel. Jacinda Ardern, an existence of administration and initiative. Jacinda Ardern, the 40th state leader of New Zealand, is an exceptional lady who has accomplished an extraordinary arrangement in her brief time frame in legislative issues. She is a good example for ladies and young ladies all over the planet, and her initiative has been lauded during the coronavirus pandemic. Brought into the world in Hamilton, New Zealand, on July 26, 1980, Jacinda Ardern experienced childhood in Morrinsville and Marupra. She went to Morrinsville School and Marupra School, where she succeeded in her examinations and fostered areas of strength born of civil rights. In the wake of moving on from Waikato College with a single guy of correspondence concentrates in 2001, Ardern filled in as a scientist in the workplace of English state leader Tony Blair. This experience expanded her viewpoints and imparted in her an energy for public health. Political arousing and section into governmental issues. Ardern's political arousing started in her young years when she saw the effect of neediness and disparity locally. Propelled to have an effect, she joined the Work Party in 2001 and turned out to be effectively engaged with lobbying for civil rights issues. In 2008, Ardern was chosen as the individual from Parliament for Wairiki, turning into the most youthful individual in New Zealand's Parliament at that point. She immediately secured herself as a rising star inside the Work Party, earning respect for her insight, sympathy, and solid hard-working attitude. Ascend to initiative and prevalence. In 2017, misfortune struck the Work Party when Andrew Little surrendered as pioneer following an unfortunate political decision result. Ardern, generally obscure to the more extensive public, ventured forward as a solidarity competitor, reinvigorating the party. Her magnetic character, veritable sympathy, and clear vision for New Zealand reverberated with electors, and she drove the Work Party to a resonating triumph in the 2017 general political decision. At 37 years old, Ardern turned into the world's most youthful female head of government. Top state leader. A power for good. As top state leader, Ardern has zeroed in on various main points of contention, including lessening kid destitution. Ardern has put forth a purposeful attempt to address kid neediness in New Zealand, presenting strategies, for example, the Best Beginning Bundle, which gives monetary help to low-pay families. Further developing emotional wellness administrations. Perceiving the significance of mental prosperity, Ardern has expanded subsidizing for psychological well-being administrations and executed drives to lessen shame encompassing psychological wellness issues. Tending to environmental change, Ardern has focused on environmental change, setting aggressive focuses to diminish New Zealand's ozone-depleting substance outflows and progress to a low-carbon economy. Advancing orientation correspondence. A solid supporter for orientation balance, Ardern has presented strategies aimed toward shutting the orientation pay hole and expanding ladies' portrayal in administrative roles. Ardern's initiative during the coronavirus pandemic has been generally applauded for its adequacy and empathy. She quickly executed a severe lockdown, which, alongside different measures, assisted New Zealand with accomplishing one of the world's least losses of life from the infection. Her quiet attitude, clear correspondence, and compassion during the emergency reverberated with New Zealanders and individuals all over the planet. She turned into an image of trust and flexibility, exhibiting how to explore a worldwide pandemic with strength and sympathy. Jacinda Ardern is a good example for ladies and young ladies all over the planet. She has shown that it is feasible to accomplish incredible things, in any event, when confronted with affliction. Her authority has motivated an age of youngsters to trust in themselves and their capacity to have an effect on the planet. Ardern's inheritance will without a doubt be help out, initiative, and sympathy. She has shown that it is feasible to be major areas of strength for some time, likewise being thoughtful and sympathetic. She has shown the world that legislative issues can be a power for good, and that having a constructive outcome on the existences of others is conceivable. A tradition of sympathy and initiative, Jacinda Ardern's prevalence has been set apart by her unfaltering obligation to civil rights, natural insurance, and the prosperity of New Zealanders. She has reliably advocated strategies that advance balance, supportability, and inclusivity acquiring her worldwide acknowledgement for her dynamic way to deal with administration. Ardern's authority has been especially lauded for its sympathy and empathy. She has shown a profound comprehension of the difficulties looked by common New Zealanders, and has reliably tried to address their necessities. Her capacity to interface with individuals from varying backgrounds has made her a binding together figure, and her certified consideration for others has resounded with individuals all over the planet. Ardern's prevalence has not been without its difficulties. In 2019, New Zealand encountered the staggering Christchurch mosque assaults, which left 51 individuals dead and a lot more harmed. Ardern answered this misfortune with beauty and pride, censuring the assaults and calling for solidarity notwithstanding disdain. Her initiative during this season of emergency was broadly commended, and she was viewed as an image of solidarity and strength for New Zealand. A boss of civil rights and correspondence, Ardern has been serious areas of strength for civil rights all through her vocation. She has taken a stand in opposition to separation and disparity, and has supported strategies that elevate admittance to training, medical care, and other fundamental administrations for every New Zealander. She has likewise been a vocal ally of ladies' privileges and orientation correspondence. She has carried out strategies that plan to close the orientation pay hole and increment ladies' portrayal in administrative roles. Her obligation to orientation fairness plays made her a part model for ladies all over the planet. A voice for the climate, Ardern is serious areas of strength for natural insurance. She has set aggressive focuses to lessen New Zealand's ozone-depleting substance discharges and changed to a low-carbon economy. She has additionally stood up against the ecological effect of environmental change, and has called for worldwide activity to resolve this major problem. Her obligation to natural maintainability has made her a main voice on the worldwide stage, and she has been perceived for her endeavors to safeguard the planet for people in the future. A tradition of trust and motivation, Jacinda Ardern fundamentally affects New Zealand and the world. She has shown that it is feasible to be serious areas of strength for a viable pioneer while likewise being thoughtful and humane. Her inheritance will without a doubt be help out, initiative, and sympathy. She will keep on moving ages to come to have faith in themselves, go to bat for what they trust in, and have an effect on the planet. Jacinda Ardern is a surprising lady who fundamentally affects New Zealand and the world. She is a good example for ladies and young ladies, a solid promoter for civil rights, and a humane and viable pioneer. Her inheritance will without a doubt be help out, initiative, and sympathy, and she will keep on motivating ages to come. Thanks you for watching. Next.